Welcome. Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. I'm a psychic medium and a dancer, and I do a lot of intuitive videos on this channel, mostly with tarot, sometimes with oracle. And I also talk about my dreams and visions I've had. And I want you to check out my intuition playlist. But a lot of you are tuning in for Keanu Reeves, and you're always requesting more Keanu Reeves videos. So I decided to do an oracle spread for all 12 months of 2025. So let's get to it. All right, so I am going to tune in to Keanu's energy. And if, as I do this, it takes a while. I have to sage the cards. I have to tune in. And all you got to do is fast forward if you don't want to go through this process. And I like to talk about things that also matter and teach people about how to be intuitive while I do readings for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes only for celebrities. Okay, because you want to watch celebrities. I mean, if I did a reading on myself, you would be bored. Okay. So I do a reading on the celebrity and we pick our celebrity, and you get to learn all about Oracle and Tarot. Now, some of you are scared of Tarot. So that's why I had the same issue. Growing up Catholic, terrified of Tarot, had a relationship back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with the Tarot. But Oracle cards never scared me. Oh my God, there's so much smoke going on here. Let me put this elsewhere. So I'm doing an Oracle for Keanu because some of you will be scared to watch the tarot. You know, it's it's all about intuition, but I understand because I was there. I was there. I was there with you. Even a few years ago, I would give away all my tarot cards to people because, oh, I can't tune into that. I was brought up by the Catholic Church, not by my mom. My mom didn't care, or my dad. But, growing up Catholic, wanting to be a nun, all those times in the convent with the other nuns helping them. And, you think, oh, I can't be doing that stuff. Can't be doing that stuff, even though I'm very attracted to it. I'm very into spirituality. But, it was taught. You're taught in religion class not to do that, or astrology. Not that's against Catholicism as well. Ooh, I already felt his January card before I lay them out. I must do a public service announcement for me. Listen, if you want free content, only 1% of people who watch my videos actually subscribe. Do you want free content? You have to subscribe. Otherwise, I will just be doing content for the members who support me. All 98% of my videos are free. But I can finally, after all these years, finally, after how many years of having these videos and then having to take a break because it's an enormous amount of hours, I can finally start to earn a little bit of something if you subscribe. I will get ad revenue. The more subscribers, the more I make. If I can't make more than $1 an hour at this, I'm giving it up. So I need you. Otherwise, it's just for the members. Don't be telling me what to do. It's my channel. You go start a YouTube channel. You get mad that I have a little thing for members, for just not that many members, and some private content because I feel it should be more private and not clickable. Then you do your own channel. Stop giving me crap. But if you want free content, subscribe. Hit the like button, share the video. That helps get my channel out there so that I can continue this great experiment, right? So I can continue. You know, it's nice that I get hired for dance and card readings and psychic readings and consultations. That helps by doing all this. But I would like to just have the channel, you know, I like giving the free content, especially about teaching you how to develop your own intuition. All right, so I'd like that. All right, so let me start over. Tune into Keanu and shuffle. Uh-oh. Sorry, I had lost that card. Uh-oh, it is here. Ooh, January. The dead end with the hand. See that hand? Like, that's like a hand of help or stop. Very interesting. The hand, like all these tattered sticks tangled up. Keanu, I drew the thief card in the tarot, the Seven of Swords in the tarot reading for all 12 months. Yeah. So this is like putting a boundary and saying, wait a minute, wait. I don't want this anymore. So that's what's going on in January. I forget these Roman numerals. XL. I wish they just had normal numbers because I don't remember my Roman numerals from grade school. I think it's like 40, but I'm not sure. Oh, well, we'll not have to read it as that. Let's ask Siri. Hey, Siri, what does Roman numeral XL mean?
Excel is the Roman numeral for 40.
I knew it. Okay, I
This
was
is
right.
from zoo.com.
Okay, so 40 reduces to a 4. So this is someone having their boundaries, like putting their foundation and saying, there's my 4 walls. And you're kind of in those 4 walls and you're saying, stop, stop, right? Stop it. Stop it. And then if you look at my previous tarot reading, if you're not scared to look at that, if you want to do both, then you saw the Seven of Swords. It's very similar. So let me do the next one. Wow. Polarities. Interesting. So this would be 77, right? LXXVII. You need glasses to see the imagery. So that is 77. So 50 plus 20 plus 5 and 2. So 77. 7 and 7 equals 14. 1 and 4 equals 5. It's a time of change, conflict in February, being divided. There's a polarity. And it's like dealing with love. Do you see the rose? The white rose and the black rose? The white rose is on the black side, the black rose is on the white side, and they're trying to seek some balance through friction, through conflict, because it's the number 5, always represents that. So that's February. And then Let me ask Spirit, which is March. This is one is March. Trying to feel it out. That's what I do. The forest. Ooh, it looks like the forest has the aurora borealis going. And do you see that beautiful, hold on. Do you see that beautiful green stone? Like an emerald forest. Forest. Now these are green trees. These are like shaped like that, which means they're like some type of evergreen. And this is an emerald. And the green energy is the healing of the heart. The forest, when you go out into the forest, it brings up your self-esteem. It raises your vibration. It cleanses you because the trees are the lungs of the earth. And when you go out amongst the giant lungs of the earth, your lungs are cleared, your whole being is cleared. And you feel lifted. The energy of the trees brings you up. In fact, in homeopathy, if you take the essence of certain tall trees into your body, it raises your spirit, it raises your self-esteem. Then we have the beautiful sky, like a rainbow, the aurora borealis, bringing that beauty to your already sense of upliftment. Now, the numbers I see here are 36. That's the 9. 3 and 6 equals 9, right? So there's 30, a V, and an I, 36. 9 means you're coming to an end of a cycle and you're feeling more alone. You going into hermit mode. 9 is the number for the hermit. And it's also a Virgo number. He's a Virgo. So when you're dealing with 9 energy, it's a time of reflection and winding things into the next cycle, giving up, giving away, retreating into oneself, seeking enlightenment. That's the energy of 9. And then January, February, March, April, he's dealing with his shadow self, dealing with the light and dark. That's when he meets his Empress in April of 2025, or he knows of her or something. Something's going on. So there's something about when he goes into April and meets his Empress that her light shines into his dark places. It's uncomfortable, but exciting at the same time. All right, and that number is 28. XXVIII. Right, so 28, 2 and 8 is 1. I mean, it's 10, then it's 1. 2 and 8 is 10, then it's 1. Sorry, I think too fast. And the 1 is the number of new starts, new beginnings. Yeah, yeah, new beginnings with his Empress. That was in the tarot. Got this one for April, May. The Gnosis, going within, communicating with God, knowing. It's where the word knowing comes from. And there's beautiful sacred geometry showing the divine design of the universe, going within, finding your answers, and the spiral of life, all the colors of the chakras, all that beautiful energy that we go through a cycle. We go from the root to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart chakra, to the throat, and to the illumination of your wisdom eye and crown. And then it goes back into that cycle again. So it's that change of energy with the number 75. 7 and 5 is 12, which equals 3. 3 is the number of collaboration, a trinity, having other. I think you have to look at that spread because I think he had a 3 in that major arcana for that month. I have to look it up. Wish I took a picture of his spread before I did this reading. Gotta remember that. So for June, apocalypse. Apocalypse. Apocalypsis. Got the Greek word. Apocalypsis. Is. I have a Greek friend. Everything ends with is. A lot of words. And it's that all-seeing eye coming out, seeing everything play out in June. And do you see the lace? You see all the lace? You see that, like, it's almost like a beautiful spider web spun and the tapestry all in one, woven through the universe. So getting in touch with that energy, which is the number 74. 74. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Right? LXVII. And but always also put the Roman numeral so I can check it rather than me watching the video over. I don't get to watch my videos. There's no time. All right, so got 74, LXXIV. 7 and 4 is 11. It's a master number. It doesn't get reduced. Angelic. I remember he had the two of cups in reverse, like a breakup was happening in the tarot in that one. And let me shuffle again so I can get intuitively draw these cards. Now this energy can change according to the present. This is how the months play out according to his energy now. I'm being drawn to this card for July. Ooh, the creator, the artist, creating everything. He has mastery. He has the manifesting power of 22, another master number, angelic number. 22 is a master number. And it's showing that in July, he has the ability to create his life. In August of 2025, the desert. 37. reduces down to number 1. 3 and 7 is 10 equals 1. And it's just like, buried in the sand, feeling like quicksand, and just saying help and reaching for the moon and the color, the rose color, the color of that nourishes the heart. But it also roots you and helps you feel safe because it's derived from the color red. And there's something about a thirst, that thirst, the thirst for love, the thirst for nurturing, the nurturing power of the moon, and being in that desert, feeling that desert, needing the love, needing the guidance of the moon, and then feeling like everything's sinking in July. August. We've got the evil eye in August. The evil eye protects you from danger. So this one is 76. 7 and 6, 13, 4. It's a grounding number, right? LXXVI. That's 50 plus 20 is 70. 75, 76. 7 and 6 is 13. 13, 1 and 3 equals 4. So that's getting back to feeling grounded and having protection from bad forces in August. In September, the mirror. That one? It's 2 cards. Okay, yeah. So move this one away. The mirror. So you see this pretty mirror? It's reflecting. There's also a moon in there. A mirror. And going in and seeing that everything you create in life is a mirror of your internal landscape, of what you're putting out there. And there's different mirrors. So this is a physical mirror, like a piece of glass. The moon is a mirror as well. The moon is a reflective surface. So the moon has no light of its own. The moon has to draw its power, light source, from the sun. That's why the moon looks different each night. So when the moon is full, it's like a big mirror, reflecting fully like a full moon, the light of the sun shining on it. Because the moon doesn't light up, okay? The sun lights up. It's a big fireball, but the moon is just a very white, reflective, shiny type of surface because of the particles and the lightness of it. And it will reflect all that light from the sun, and it will be lit up in the sky, and it guides you at the night along with the stars. So this mirror of guidance is there. It's there for him. It's everything that he's experienced in his life, and the outer is a reflection of how he feels within inside himself. And it's the number 68. 6 and 8 is 14-5. It's a time of conflict. 68, 6 and 8. Yeah. My brain, I'm tired. It's 2 in the morning now. Because I record all these videos. Yeah, so 6 and 8 is 14 equals 5. Yeah. 1 and 4 equals 5. A number of conflict and change in September, July, August, oh no, October. October is when he is feeling like the emperor, but he's realized what he's manifested for himself, and he is going to have, he's like through this change cycle, and there might be conflict because it's when he deals with his shadow self. These are both cards of reflection, by the way. One is on top of the other when you see them laid out. I'll show you. Let's see if we can show you what I'm doing here. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So we have April and October here, the shadow and the mirror. But I'll hold them up because it's a lot easier to see them this way. So when you go back and you watch the tarot reading for his 2025, which would be like part 1. This is part 2, basically. It's the oracle reading for his 2025 outlook. This relates to the Empress who reveals his shadow self. So what I think is what happens. I think being in Hollywood and being the star, and he's the giver of all good things. People want to be around him, and you know, um, you know, not that he's ordering anybody out, but people naturally want to please him, and they may not point things out that maybe if he's doing anything self-destructive, they're not going to say anything because they want to be friends on good terms with him because he's the star. But this Empress, because she's so wise and has all the qualities of all the other court cards that I talked about in the previous video, which you have to watch to understand how this works. You'll see that she is shining this light on his shadow self. Now, having a light shined on your shadow self, it has conflicting feelings. I mean, part of it feels like, oh, finally the light can release this. And then part of it's like, oh no, I'm feeling naked. I'm feeling insecure. I don't know about this. Part of it's like, ah, she's so cool. She can do this. She knows me and she still loves me naked inside, right? Naked inside. That's what I get. The impression that because everyone's like, yes, yes to him. That's my kitty cat saying, Mommy, I want special treats. Esmeralda. Anyway, and then there's this mirror card where he sees where he manifested his emperor qualities in October. So April was right over October, which means they have a relationship in the world of card reading and psychic readings. So, and it just so happened in the tarot card reading, this was the Empress and this was the Emperor. They're the couple, they're the married couple. They complement each other. And what happens, because it's how this played out later in the tarot, that mirror to him and him feeling empowered and wonderful with the Empress, also, it's a lot of change. Can I handle this? This feels hard. This feels conflicted. Like, yes, this feels good, but oh no, this is different and I have to change. Feeling drawn to this one for November. The one. The one You know, I use this card. This is all about finding the one. There was a reading that came out that there was many people in my viewing audience that are looking for the one. And how it's just a reading that spontaneously evolved on its own. It wasn't meant about Keanu, but a lot of people took it that way. But this is a card when you're seeking the one. And it's not just the one in the outer world, like your complement, your twin flame or soulmate, whatever you know, everyone has a different definition of what a twin flame is. So we'll say soulmate because everyone seems to agree on that definition. So, but it's not just about your soulmate in the outer world. It's about the one is also about finding your soulmate within, that divine union. This is a card 30, and this is a Trinity card, number 3, collaboration, the Trinity like this. And it's all about, it's in order to find the one, the soulmate, you have to deal with your shadow self. You have to see what you manifest. And you have to first marry your divine counterpart in spirit. Now, different people have an idea of what that means, okay? So some people would say, like me growing up Catholic, it's that divine union within yourself. Seeking that first, strictly from God, you know, so that would be like what a nun does or a priest does, right? Because they're not going to have the physical counterpart. But it's always important for everyone to go within and find that one, that divine sacred union within themselves. And then it would be really nice if that led, if you're so inclined, to the divine union on the outside world through another human being, so that you could then experience all of that in the physical, to have them be there for you and support you and see you clearly. See you clearly. Remember the mirror? See you clearly, to illuminate and still love you. Still love you exactly the way you are. So that's what he is seeking in November. And we're going to pick for some for the I'm gonna have to shuffle, I think, but I'm drawn to this one card. Let's see what it is. The thread. It's a 7. But it's 70, 7 plus 0. Wow. So this is interesting because he got the judgment card in reverse. And this relates to that in a way. So you see this rainbow? See this beautiful rainbow wanting to come down? And this person is in darkness. Let me see if I can find. I know if you're scared of tarot, I'm sorry, I'm going to bring a tarot card out. Because I'm just going to pull his. Yeah. So we had the judgment card. It's very similar in the last position for December, but it was reversed. Okay. So let's just see the similarities between this. They're so similar. So cool how the guides work. That's why I believe in all this stuff. So you see how the angel is doing the wake-up call and bringing all good things from heaven, like for someone to hear that vibration, that to wake up, to rise from the dead, come out of the ground, come out of darkness and see and hear the light, right? That's what judgment is. But when I drew this for Keanu in December of 2025, it was in reverse, which means he's not listening. I just wanted to bring this out because I've drawn this card for him in reverse multiple times in outcome positions. Okay. So December is almost like the outcome for 2025, right? It's like the last month. So we want to understand how this works. My sleeves keep getting caught in my chair arms. All right. So you see how being underground is the same thing. And then reaching for that light. And these are vibrations. See all these colors of the rainbow? They all have different frequencies. That's why they're all really one color, but when you split them up, they have a different frequency and show as different colors. They all have a different feeling. Those colors have an effect on you. They're different colors of healing. And each color has a different healing property. Like literally, the red can mend bones and help heal tissue, things like that. And the purple, I forget. I know the green helps with outer things, like can even things, and certain colors reduce inflammation, and they all have their own other healing properties. But they also affect your emotions. Red makes you feel more grounded and safe. Orange is like passion and self-expression. Yellow is like, I want to do this. It's like, I'm going to go forward. Green heals the heart, restores you. Blue is your throat when you speak. And, violet is like your wisdom. Okay. So they all have this, and they have this thread, this single thread, like going up into the above area. So it's very similar to judgment. So we had the angel blowing the trumpet and having the red. Where is that card? You see this? Do you see this banner? It's red. Okay. He's blowing the trumpet, and that's like the healing cross. It's like a symbol of healing, you know, and redemption. And the same idea is coming from the above, this red thread through the ground. So what I'm getting, that like looking at this from an oracle point of view, and it's really interesting, by the way, how these oracle cards, when I tune in, relate to the tarot cards I pulled. This happens a lot with my clients when I pull oracle cards. And I'm like, wow, spirit's listening. Yes, but it is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that as legal disclaimer. So let me just condense my space so I don't keep getting stuck on things. And I'll talk about this because this is what's happening. Feeling in that darkness and just grasping on to love or your new life like a thread, but having a hard time really getting out of that darkness, having a really hard time. So that is what is happening. He's having a hard time getting to the rainbow of happiness. And like I said in the last video, you want to say a prayer for your favorite celebrity, that he will have the fulfillment that he desires in his life, that he will find whatever he's looking for, and that he will have healing, whatever you want to say for him. Um, whatever you feel that he needs, that you sense. I'm guessing, I sense he needs healing. That's from the readings I've done. He needs healing. So I pray that Keanu has healing and that he has what he needs. That I just pray that he has what he needs. So there's so many of you, you should all pray for him. There's a lot of power in prayer. And I hope you really enjoyed this time. I try to educate you. The whole purpose is not to find out about him. Is it really? I hope you're learning from me. I hope you're learning some cool things about life and about symbolism, because symbolism is everywhere. It's the way that your angels and guides are trying to speak to you. Symbols are in nature, they're in the animals you encounter. I talk about that in some of my shorts. The short videos, they're called shorts. Yeah, so when I'm out in the forest, I talk about that. So there's symbolism, there's messages everywhere. We're constantly getting messages from spirit. Just do we have the ears to listen? That's what it's all about. Do we have the connection? We had in one of his cards. I should take pictures of these layouts. Hold on to them so I know when people ask me something, I'll have a picture of it and I could just go know what they're talking about. But sorry, next time I'll think ahead because I know you'll have questions in the comments and it's hard to rewatch the video. So if you can be really specific about your questions, I can acknowledge them and I can work on them in the next videos, okay? And I think I did my public service announcement, right? So you got to like, share, and subscribe so that I keep the free content coming, all right? And that I show up and do these videos, all right? Because I need your help to get my channel out there. I really need your help. Otherwise, all of these videos will just be an advertisement for my services and I'll leave and just leave them up there. So help me, help me, help me. All right, everyone? Take care. Have a beautiful, blessed 2025. Thank you.